Hey guys, welcome back to Ollie's Zoo, and we're coming at you today with a new video of the new animal room. So this will be a tour of my brand new animal room. I've moved into my own place last month along with my girlfriend Jamie, who has been in a couple of the videos with me. So of course all of the animals had to come with me as well. Anything that's scaly, slimy, invertebrate, they all had to come with me. All the guinea pigs too, but they're in the other room, they're in the guest room. The chickens, they're still at my dad's, but all the snakes, lizards, Maximus of course, some of my inverts, one new addition to the collection that I've recently purchased, he came along too. So yeah, just wanted to do a tour of the new room and show you guys my awesome animals. Now I really like this room. I'm happy that I've got my own animal room now. Excuse me. The animal room back at my dad's, it was fine. But there was a lot of space. Everything was nice and spaced out, which was great. But the problem was, it was a bedroom first. It was the room that I'd been in since I was 13, and I'm 23 now, so, I'd been in there for 10 years and gradually grown my reptile collection over time. And it was a big bedroom that just so happened to have some snakes and lizards in there. Now with this room, I have my bedroom, but I also have my animal room. It's not quite 100% up to my standards just yet, but, I'm sure as I go through adult life, living in my own place, I'm sure I'll be able to arrange it how I want to. But it's good for the time being. So enough yabbing on. Let's get to the tour. So this right here is my snake wall, and I've more or less got all the snakes I keep on here. There's a couple others that are scattered around the room, but we've got our yellow belly het orange ghost female Jessie, she lives in there. There's Finn, our queen bee. The focus isn't great there, but you can see him, there he is. He's a cool snake. There's King, obviously. My spider royal python, who I think I've had him about 3 years now. He's pretty much fully grown now. Probably put on a little bit more weight, chunk out a bit more. Got Alfred in here, of course. Star attraction of Ollie's Zoo. There he is. He's looking a bit cranky. I'll leave him alone. This is the main snake rack. Oh, actually first, before I show you that. In here we've got Jamie's corn snake, Batman. There he is. He's a pretty cool little dude. Got a lot of growing to go, but he is growing fast. So he'll quickly outgrow this rub. Probably be putting him in a viv eventually. Got some of our snakes in here. My my spider yellow belly Bailey, she lives in there. There's Bella, my black pastel, who I've shown before in a few videos. Finn lives, not Finn, sorry, Mitch, my fire royal python lives in there. He's a pretty cool snake. And there's Rhonda, my normal het pied, 100% het pied, hoping to breed her with Alfred before the year's out. We've got giant African land snails living in here. Don't know how well you can. There you go, folks. Just come back into play. These guys will triple before the year's out. They will triple in size. They're enormous. These are albinos as well, which is pretty cool. There's one sliding along the glass there. I've just sprayed these tanks this morning, so they're just a little bit condensed, but it is what it is. Here's Malcolm, my crested gecko. I had to move him into a smaller tank because he wasn't doing that well. A couple of months back, there he is. But he's put weight back on, and he's banging again, which is awesome. Thing is with Malcolm is that he was a rescue when I got him. I estimated he's about 4 years old. I think that was 2 years ago, so that would make him 6. On average, cresties, they can live for about 10 years. So, but the thing is with reptiles is that, they can just die at any time. very unpredictable creatures like that. Here's one of the snakes that's not on the snake wall. There she is, that's LSP. My lemon blast royal python. We'll check out the colours on her. She's a beautiful snake. Really happy that I got her. In fact, it was Jamie's idea to get her when we went to the breeding show in Doncaster back in November. So good shout, Jamie. Here's Caroline, my bearded dragon. Sorry for that, guys. We unfortunately lost Dup a couple of weeks ago. My male bearded dragon, he was the first lizard I ever got. I'm not exactly sure why he died, but you know, it sucked. It's probably the worst thing about this hobby is losing animal friends, particularly lizards, the ones that, you know, seem to show you a bit, you know, they give you a bit of a response when you're dealing with them. Obviously with snakes, you don't really get much back from them, but with lizards, particularly bearded dragons, you know, some of the more recent research is finding that they seem to recognise people that they see regularly, much like, you know, domestic species like cats and dogs, certain rodents like rabbits and guinea pigs, you know, which I think is amazing really as far as reptiles go, you know. So it's the worst part about the hobby is losing our animal friends, but the best we can do is look after who else is left, and that's pretty much it really. But you know, he'll be missed, will Dup. So, but at least we still got Caroline. Look at her, she's cool. This video is going long. I only intended this to be a few minutes long. Typical me, yabbing on like an idiot. Hognoses. There's one in there. I don't know who that is. Where's the other one? Where's the other one? Oh, there's one. Hello, buddy. That is Crash. Yeah, he's the darker of the two. Hognoses are doing fine. They're banging as always. I'll leave them alone and I don't disturb them. Look at them, they're such cool snakes. Fandabidozy. Here's Jabba, my fantasy frog. Thinking I'm going to feed him later on. He looks like he's ready for a nice big meal. He's so cool. I had moved Jabba into a new Viv actually. The one he was in before was fine, but you know, this was, I found this Viv at my local pet shop. It was a second hand and it came as like part of a set up deal and the price was fair, so I thought, right, Jabba's getting a new house and he's thrived in there so far, so that's always good. Here's Maximus, my leopard tortoise. And he's in a new Viv as well. The big brown thing that he was in before. It was amazing that we actually got it up into the loft back at my dad's. It was second hand and you know, it was never coming down, so I had to get a new Viv for Max and he's doing alright in here. It's actually better because he's closer to the UV tube, so you know, he'll be getting more vitamin D. Obviously he's closer to the heat lamp as well, so you know, it's all around better really. Of course he's going to grow one day, and of course I'll have to make provisions for him then, but for the time being he's doing pretty good. Got the fire bellies in here. There's one of them. I mean, this Viv is like a, you know, it's just a paradise for fire bellies. There's so many places for them to hide, all these rocks and crevices in that moss ball. I just leave them to it really. I think I've got about 3 or 4 left in there now. But again, much like Malcolm, they were all rescues, the fire bellies, so you know, it's impossible to know how old they are truly. So yeah, but they're alright. Got my sun beetles in here. There's one. I think all the others are probably hiding away. Pretty nice setup for them. That's all they kind of need, just room temperature tub with a nice layer of you know, soil. They eat things like bananas. I'm feeding mine on crested gecko mix at the moment. But yeah, they're pretty cool. And here is my new addition. Hopefully you'll be able to see him on the video. There he is. Meet Tolkien. He's my chilobrachys Psyoc tarantula. And what's interesting about Tolkien is that there's pretty much no information on the Psyocs in captivity. I've found very meagre information that's not in English, so of course, you know, I can't really suss that out. But so far from what I've observed, you know, he's made himself a nice little burrow, nice little tunnel all the way down there. Doesn't seem to like being sprayed, so, you know, I would gather from that he's a burrowing spider, and any animal that burrows generally are nocturnal. You know, so a few little things to take from there, but of course, I'm not actually even 100% sure if he's male or female yet. I have to wait until the hooks emerge on the back of him to determine that. Of course, he might get bigger as he goes through life, but again, we'll see. But he's very cool. There is information on the chilobrachys family itself, but the Psyoc, that's where this species originates from, the region in Malaysia where he comes from. I think, no, it's Thailand, sorry, where he comes from. That's the region. So, you know, I suppose it's kind of pioneering what I'm doing. Not to toot my own trumpet. There we go, we'll put Tolkien back. I named him Tolkien, of course, after J.R.R. Tolkien, who wrote The Lord of the Rings, the Hobbit books. Spiders feature quite heavily in those books, sorry. And of course, this is Yoda's Viv. All brand new, planted. Got some orchids in there. Everything's growing quite nicely so far. I had to put him in a temporary Viv. I had to put him in that, actually, when I first moved in. Just while I sorted the old Viv out and took all the old plants out, and he did okay in there for the time being. I'm thinking of putting a Tolkien gecko in there. I know Jamie's not particularly impressed with that, but I don't care, because I want a Tolkien gecko. There he is. He's so cool. I love Yoda. He was 3 years old this May, so you know. Most curse sheets that you'll see online, pet shop information, say that Yemen chameleons live for about 5 years on average. So, but to be honest with you, I won't be surprised if Yoda lives longer. I have heard of Yemen chameleons getting up to 10 years old, which, you know, a lot of advancements have happened in the last 10 years with reptile keeping. You know, and curse sheets sometimes curse sheets don't get updated. That's just the way things work, really. And, you know, the advancements have come in the lighting, really, which, you know, of course is up here. And lighting is absolutely critical in the keeping of chameleons. You know, and the range of supplements that are on offer now to buy to supplement them for the vitamins and minerals. The vast array of choices for live foods. It's not just crickets and locusts anymore, do you know what I mean? There's Dubai roaches, there's calci worms, all sorts of good stuff that adds extra nutrition to our pets, and you know, it's going to result in longer lives for them. You know, so I won't be surprised if Yoda cracks on way past 5. He's still, you know, a dickhead. Still doesn't like me, but you know, I like him, and I'm very pleased with his new Viv that he's got to explore. So yeah, this video has gone on way longer than what I wanted it to, but just wanted to give you a tour of the animal room. Hope you guys enjoyed it if you've stayed with me through the whole 15-minute duration. I'm probably going to do a video later on of Jabba having a feed, so check that out. Like and subscribe as always, and I'll catch you later. See you later, guys. Bye.